I'm Angela Valentiara Giofanny from PBA 3A, University of PGRI Madi. This time, I will tell you about my case building with the motion today is corruptor should be given death penalty as the first speaker of affirmative team. The motion today is corruptor should be given death penalty, and my definition is for corruptors is Indonesian corrupt and should be given death penalty is if it costs the country 100 billion when Indonesia is in crisis like natural disaster or economic crisis. And for the timeline, first speaker agree with this regulation in accordance with law number 31 of 1999 from an economic point of view. And second speaker, corruption cost the country 100 billion when the country is in economic crisis or national disaster from social point of view. And the split. Premise 1. From an economic point of view, countries in economic crisis and natural disaster certainly need spending fund, but a very large fund are missed. Premise 2. A social point of view. It is necessary to carry out capital punishment for corruptor at such a large cost. Humanity and social spirit need to be questioned because the other brothers are in trouble. Conclusion. The death penalty needs to be carried out for corruptors who have harmed the country by 100 billion when Indonesia experienced an economic crisis or natural disaster because it had a bad impact on the economy and society. Good morning, dear adjudicators, timekeeper, chairperson, negative team, and all audience. I'm Angela Valentiara Giofanny as the first speaker from affirmative team. Let me introduce my team. Jono as the second speaker with social point of view, and Timmy as the third speaker and also replay speech. The motion today is corruptor should be given death penalty, and my limitation are for corruptor is Indonesian corruptor, and given death penalty is if it costs the country 100 billion when Indonesia is in crisis like natural disaster or economic crisis. Corruptors are people who use public funds for their interests. So many people agree that corruptors must be eradicated. Corruptors only have bad impact for many people. Currently, corruptors are only given a few years in a prison. Even then, there were several parts who helped him in order to ease his prison time. Corruptors only have a bad impact. Why not given death penalty? Well, we see the old woman who only stole firewood was punished. Where is the justice of this country in terms of the Indonesian economy, especially during this pandemic of COVID-19? The Minister of Finance said that the Indonesian economy had experienced a drastic decline. How come? Many people whose work is hampered because of this pandemic. For example, a restaurant business experienced a decrease in income because of the prohibition do not dine in. Art workers are also affected because of the advice to avoid crowded, such as a wedding. Small communities feel this pandemic is detrimental to themselves. But what about the stakeholder? Are they hard to? Only people who have the spirit of nationalism are sympathetic to this situation. on the other hand, there were also people who are happy and take advantage of this situation for their own benefit. Many cases of corruption that have occurred so far in Indonesia with various nominal amounts. First, social assistant corruption by Juliari Batubara as its chairman and also received the cost of procuring a social assistance package for Jabodetabek resident of 32.48 billion. Wow. Second, corruption of PKH funds in the Malang area, whose funds are used for personal interest for buying laptops, houses, and other needed. Third, corruption of 698 million social assistance fund as the Ministry of Agriculture Gorontalo. Even the most phenomenal is the Century Bank case, which cost the state 7 trillion and was only punished to 15 years in prison. There is also the case of Asuransi Jiwasraya, which cost the state 13.7 trillion. Judging from the record of corruption, that's all. The number is very large. Judging from the evidence, what other reason could a high-class corruptor should be given death penalty? It has harmed the country and also the many people. The money that is corrupted is many people money. As citizens and law-abiding, we are required to pay taxes. If we late paying taxes, has been penalized. Moreover, the number of Indonesian people is very large. If high-level corruptors are only punished to prison, what about the next life? The government should enact this regulation to provide deterrent effect of the power holder. If only given a few years in a prison and he or she already used the money, maybe they will think like this. It'd rather be jailed than refund. No deterrent effect. For that, my team and I really agree with this motion today that corrupts should be given a death penalty. Thank you. That's all. I think that's all for today. Thank you for your nice attention. See you and goodbye.